All right, welcome. We're in Canva and we're going to do a digital scrapbook page in Canva. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make ours 12 by 12. So we'll go up here to the top and create a design. And when you click on that, we're going to go down to the bottom and say custom size. And we'll make this 12 inches by 12 inches. So we'll change our pixels to inches. And you can make it any size you want, but I'm going to go with traditional scrapbooking size. We're going to create design. All right, if you choose to use a digital scrapbooking kit, like some of mine in my Etsy shop, the first thing you would need to do is unzip your files, and then you can upload them here. Just go to upload, find where they're at, select all the files that you want to add, and press open. I went ahead and preloaded them here, so we didn't have to wait. All right, so we have pages. This is a kit called Love and Flourish. It is in my Etsy shop. Get 24 pages and around 50 or 60 elements to decorate. All right, so let's pick a background page. Let's see what we want to use. Kind of fill in the flowers today. So if we just click on it, it's going to add it to our page right in the center. And I really want it to cover the whole page. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to drag the photo in so it pops to the background. Okay, let's layer that with another page because it's really kind of busy. So let's use, oh, you know what? I think I like this one better. Let's try that one. Yeah, that's a better one for today's mood. All right, let's try this one. Nope, too busy. I'd have to just do a plain cardstock. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, and then let's add a shadow to that. So to add a shadow to a page or any decoration on your page, click on it first, make sure it's selected, and then go to Edit Photo. And we're going to scroll down until we see the soccer ball, and we're going to hit Shadows and adjust our shadows. Typically, you can use a drop shadow. Let's try a page lift just so we can see what that looks like. See, that looks pretty good. We'll probably have to adjust it because it's way too exaggerated for our page. And curved as well. We would have to do a lot of adjusting, which we definitely can. Let's see how good we can get it to look. I think our curve is just way too big. Maybe like that. And let's make the distance a little less. And I'm going to not rotate it quite as much. There we go. Let's see if we like that. That's not too bad. Okay. Typically, I usually use just a drop shadow, so I'll show you the difference. And even that drop shadow is way too big. So we would have to really reduce the distance. So let's go ahead and use that. I'm just doing Control-Z to undo. And let's angle it that way instead. All right. So you can bring in your photos from your world. We're just going to use a stock image from Canva today for our example, though. So I'm just going to look to see what kind of frames I want to use first. So I'm working a little backwards. We could use that purple doesn't quite go with, so let's use, we could just do a mask. We could do a paper for a mask, or not a mask. Let's see what else is going to load. Okay. So yeah, let's use a paper. We can bring in that blue one. Let's see what that one looks like. No. Let's use the plain. And we're just going to crop it. So you can go to Edit Photo and go to Crop here. or you can just crop it using the white sidebar. So you just hover over it till you get 2 arrows on your cursor, and then you can drag it to the size you want it to be. So let's start with that. We might adjust it after we find a photo. So I'm going to go to Elements to find our photo. And let's just do, this screams little girl, so let's do little girl. And a dress, or maybe a pretty little fancy dress. So we don't want a graphic, we're definitely wanting a stock image. So we're going to go to Photos. She's cute. Well, they're all cute. Oh, look at her. Perfect. She's screaming, I want to be on this page. So I'm going to adjust it so it fits on our mat. That looks pretty good. Let's shrink our mat a little more. I do want a little extra here. Okay, I'm going to select the top 2 layers. Select, and then hold Shift down, and then click on the second one. I could group this as well. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Let's center that. Looks pretty good. All right, let's go back to our uploaded images. And what if we put a heart on top? And let's try the flower one and see which one we like the best. Nope, not quite going to work on this picture. Let's add maybe some paint. And let's put that, we're going to do a 2-finger click, go to layer, and we can go send backward. And let's do that again, send backward. You can learn the shortcut keys if you want to save some time. That looks pretty good to me. So far, so good. Let's see if we can get a border around that picture. So let's go up to the border style here. And let's add just a regular weighted border, maybe 6. And let's change the color. The thing I love about Canva is it automatically gives you colors that are in your papers already. Let's see if we like that dark navy blue. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And let's see, what else do we want to use? I think I like these, the banner pendants. Let's use that. We'll make this a little smaller so it goes from the picture to the end of the mat. Or let's go all the way to the end of the page. I like that. Let's put down here. Oop. I do that a lot. I accidentally crop. So just Control Z to undo. All right. So typically I like to do my digital scrapbooking in Photoshop or Procreate, but I've been wanting to give other people some options on how to do it free using Canva. All right, let's add a little flower cluster. I love this white one. We might move it over, we'll see in a minute. I typically like to do odd numbers for our flowers. Yeah, I think we need that navy since we had a navy border. Play with these zoom in so you can see better what we're doing. Rotate that. pretty good. Sorry, when I'm concentrating, I forget to talk. And let's make that white one a little smaller. He's getting a little too big there. Okay, we need one more to make it uneven. Let's add a purple one. And we'll put this guy here. And we'll send him to the back because he's a little flat. He's a little flatter. Send backward. Send backward. Send backward. And let's adjust him over here. Let's move him out. I think I like that. Let's make that a little bit smaller still. There, that looks pretty good. Let's add some leaves underneath. Let's do these simple ones. Rotate it so it looks kind of normal. You can pretend you're a floral designer when you're working on this, right? All right. Not loving those leaves. Let's try something else. Let's try these. It'll give us more areas for it to poke out from. More leaves. I think we'll like that better. Let's try the shortcut. Command or Control bracket. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's so much faster, isn't it? Shortcuts do pay off. They take a while to learn, but they do help. All right, let's add another one of those. Control bracket. Now hopefully I can remember that shortcut. And one more. Oh, wrong way. I want that stem to go back. Now, when I look at it, the whole thing, I think all of our flowers are just a little big compared to our picture. So we can grab those. So I just dragged my mouse over. Now let's unselect the things we are not changing. So this paint, that paper, the photo, the banner. Okay, now we can adjust all of these at the same time and keep our cluster together. That looks good. Now let's take this banner and line it up. Yes, that looks better. Oops. Wrong key. There we go. All right, let's add some shadows. Okay, so let's start here. Once you shadow, or you're going to shadow a bunch of things, if you do it at once, I'll show you how it will stay up so it's not as much work. So the first time I have to go to edit photo, scroll down to the soccer ball. And let's see, this one we might want a different, yeah, that looks pretty good. Like that one. Now if I just click on another image, then I can go directly to drop shadow. I don't have to go to edit and then down to the soccer ball. as long as I keep clicking on images where I can add a drop shadow. So that saves just a little bit of time. And remember, we can adjust these if they're looking too big. I'm going a little quick so our video isn't too long. Let's see. I don't think that one had a drop shadow. Nope. And this purple one. Oh, I think we're on a leaf. That works. Let's go to that purple one. And the blue, did we get one on the blue flower? Nope, we missed several. All right, that's why we double check. All right, let's add some more elements. We need a title and maybe a little word. Let's see what that one looks like. That's just too dark. Oh, that might be cute. Yeah, let's have that one go across the top. Believe in your dreams. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to use my arrow keys and just nudge it up arrow, so I can get it exactly where I want. Let's see, what else can we add? We could add some of this baker's twine, would be cute. Shrink that in. And we'll move that back. Let's see, we have lots of ribbons we could add. Maybe a button. Let's move that back behind the photo. That looks cute. Let's lower the transparency on that one because it's a little too much. So I'm going to go up to this little checkerboard, and we can make it look more like a lightly stamped image there. That works. And let's see. No, let's add some gems. Let's do the purple. We'll put that at the corner of our paper on our little mat here. Shrink that down. Oh, that can anchor the paper down. Oh, where'd it go? Do control bracket. Oops. Okay. Uh-oh. Look what happened. Did I crop that? That's what I did. I meant to drag that over. Instead, I cropped the paper. Good thing I saw it when I did. Whoop, stay down there. Goodness. Yeah, I'm used to the selection in the Photoshop, and it's a little easier to select things, but that's okay. We're getting it done. And let's add some shadows. It's just kind of a fun way to play. Get some memories down. Let's do a glow on that. Nice and small. Okay, we're going to take the distance down on this one. That looks pretty good. And we could still add a big title as well. Let's put a little bow on there, like it's holding the banner down. Move over there. Okay. Just do a page lift. That looks pretty good, but we need to have the distance down. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we can get a big title. So, do we want to say dream big? Yeah, we'll just do that for now. If it were a meaningful photo to us, I bet we'd have a better title, but let's do this playtime one. If you have the free version, you might not get all of these to work with, but you'll still get quite a bit. So I would encourage you to try the free one first, and then if you need the paid, you can move it up to that. So let's do green. Change the color. Definitely we don't want orange on this page. I love we have our colors to choose from that match. Here we go, dream big. I'm just double clicking in those fields to highlight the words. We'll make that our blue. Oops. There we go. I'm going to ungroup it because I don't like the way it's lined up. So when you get two different text boxes like that, they sometimes are grouped together. So ungroup. And now let's take our big and put it right next to it. You know what? I think we're going to make this dream. Let's make this one big. Yeah, I like that better. Let's see. Nope. Let's move. We're going to have to make the dream smaller in size. Dream big. There, I like that. All right, that looks pretty good. I think we'll make it bigger, but now that I have it aligned how I want it to, select both of those. Dream big. And we could play with how we want it to be. All right, so we have our title. That looks pretty good size-wise. The next thing you could do is you could download this, share it on social media. You could print, once you have a bunch of pages, you could print them into a book. Canva is great for printing. I had some things recently printed through Canva and it came out amazing. So however you want to work and keep your pages is perfect. So just go through those share settings and you can figure out how you want to save and use those. So I hope this was helpful. If you want more of these tutorials, let me know what else you would like to learn. And check out my Etsy store, like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. See you soon, friends.